During the O.J. Simpson criminal trial, Fox 4 put together a panel of local legal experts to explain what was happening during every objection, motion, or proceeding. And this morning, we welcome back one of those panel members, Attorney Jim Humphrey, to talk about last night's verdict. Jim, what was the difference in this case versus the criminal case? Was it the pictures of the shoes? Was it the fact that O.J. was on the stand? Was it Petrocelli, or was it a combination of all of those things?
I knew you'd ask me that. Well hidden.
So will they ever see any money out of this?
Not a dime.
Not a dime?
Not a dime.
Wow. Okay, Jim Humphrey, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us today. Interesting perspective.
Very interesting.
Voters also went to the polls in other parts of the metro area. Voters now have 4 candidates to choose from to fill the open Gladstone City Council seat. Roger Norris, Art Hammond, John Worley, and Jeff Priest will advance to the April 1st general election. And in Independence, more city council seats are up for grabs there as well. Al Van Eyten and Lucy Young will also advance to the April 1st general election.
For Sue Mason today.
And I'm Mike Walter. I cannot wait.
Oh,
I'm so excited. I wore all my blue today. I see you have it on as well. Also coming up, how good are you at Royals trivia? We will put you to the test.
And
okay. Show some guts.
I got to get another paper.
All right. Well, topping our news this morning, Royals fans, hope you're ready. It's opening day out at Kauffman Stadium today.
That's right.
Well, the boys in blue should be feeling pretty good out there today, coming off yesterday's giant win over the Minnesota Twins. The Royals' Mike Sweeney showed some pop. Here it is, his 3-run homer to left field. This put the Royals out in front by a score of 4-2 in the 4th inning. Another Royals run scored with a little help from some friends on the Twins. This is the top of the 5th. Watch this. It falls right in between the outfielders. Cool. And in the 8th inning, Sweeney again. This time it's an RBI, and it'll put the Royals up by a score of 9-2. The Royals went on to win this one by a score of 12-2 as Glendon Rush throws a 4-hitter in his debut as a Royals starter. All right, Brad, we're going to check in with Johnny Rollins, find out about the traffic. You know, Johnny, you've been doing this for quite some time. I'm going to count on your knowledge and analysis this morning because on the way into work this morning, there was an accident that blocked I-35, all the northbound lanes.
Right, in Antioch.
I thought to myself, how is this possible? The only conceivable way I could ever get in an accident is if I ran into Sue Mason that early in the morning. How are there 2 cars out there veering into one another?
Well, you know, that is explanation.
It's the biorhythms. That's
Johnny Rollins live in News Chopper 4. Back down to you. How do you feel today?
I feel great.
Yeah, I do too. It won't hit you till tomorrow.
No, I think you're right. You know what? I tried to take Dr. Hawk's advice and go to sleep early.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I went to bed at midnight, 11, and I couldn't do it. I was going to, but...
I know, it's really tough. It's tough this time of year.
Okay, we're going to test you on your Royals trivia.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Who was the only Royal to ever hit 3 home runs in 3 games?
I'm thinking it's... I'm going to go with George Brett. I think it was in 1978, 79, and 1983.
Well, that was nice of them to actually put that up there for you. I was hoping you wouldn't look down at your monitor. But you know what? By gum, you are absolutely correct. Do you know what the teams were that they faced?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, see, that would be the real test of your knowledge. It was against the New York Yankees in 78, against the Texas Rangers the following season, and against the Tigers in 83.
Tigers in 83, I think, wasn't it?
It was the Tigers in 83.
Goodbye.
Yeah, see you later. They're naming a bridge after him today.
They certainly are. That's terrific.
It is. It's about time.
That was an easy question because even I knew the answer to that one.
Well, let me ask you one that they asked yesterday during the game.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm in trouble now.
Who was the last Kansas City Royal to hit a grand slam? I'll give you some time to think.
Well, give me a year. A year even? Can you give me a...
Well, I'll tell you this. I'll give you a big hint. He's still on the team.
He's still on the team. Let me think about it.
Okay. Well, we are coming right back with another look at your work week forecast. Maybe we'll ask Gary the same question. Also, stick around to see if you can be the proud owner of a morning show mug. And I'm Mike Walter. If you were outside this weekend, you probably felt like you were in a wind tunnel. Strong winds caused big problems in Independence. The gusts knocked down some power lines and a tree, which slammed right onto a woman's car. You see it there. Luckily, the car's owner won't have to go far for help. The owner of the property where the tree fell is a manager at her insurance company. Of course, young people have done it for years, cruising. Now, instead of fighting it, Kansas City, Missouri has given cruisers an open road. Yesterday, a new loop opened at Swope Park. It's designed for... you guessed it, cruising. They're looking at video from yesterday's dedication ceremony. Folks in the area hope the new loop will curb cruising-related traffic problems and crime. And if you're cruising near Signal Hill today, you might run right into Gary Lezak. He's outside selling newspapers.
Maybe we should dub...
But we also want to show you how indiscriminate this microburst was, because if you look across the street here, this home is not damaged at all. Nothing happened to it. Now, the folks in this neighborhood are saying today they cannot believe that this is not a tornado. And yet that's what the experts are saying. They explained what happened earlier today. Let's listen in. We talked to one official out here. He gives us a minimum estimate of about $5 million damage. So obviously a great deal of concern. Apparently this cut a path to the northwest and just hit block after block after block, about 7 cul-de-sacs, as I mentioned earlier. That is the story here live from Lee's Summit. Kelly, back to you. A lot of great games, a lot of great action this weekend. Should be a lot of fun. In fact, you know, this is going to be the only time I get to, like, actually shoot here at the Big 8 tournament, so...
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see the form. Oh, one more shot.
Hey, yes. Yeah. And this is a side of Sue you don't normally see because we can't fit a studio camera back here, but John Roach is with me, and we are going to take you, if you follow us, we're going to take you right inside here. This is the control room, and when we go behind the scenes, we're going to step inside. See you then. Do you feel spirited right now, Heather?
I feel a little spirited, yeah. How about you?
Well, I feel very, very spirited because we have all these mascots running around here. We're going to visit with them in just a little bit.
Sounds
ready
like fun.
To pep us up.
I bet.
And we'll check in with you later.
Okay.
You know what's interesting, Sue, before we go back to you, I just wanted to show you some of the stuff that's available at the front desk here. They are handing out all kinds of magazines, where you can go in Kansas City, that sort of thing. And they also are providing the tournament shuttle to all of the guests. And I asked them if they have any rooms available, and the answer is no. That is another thing that is tough to find downtown today, and that is hotel rooms. There are dogs with lots of hair, dogs with flair.
First throw between the legs. To a catch of Katie.
Even some dogs in the air, and some that simply don't seem to care. At this dog show, there are dogs everywhere.
Like any sport, it's like baseball, football, these people are here to win, and their desire is to breed consistently the dog that will win and beat the other person.
So getting ready for the show means going all out. There's the shampooing and styling. There's the snipping and clipping, the brushing and combing. You get the idea. It's all to try to convince a judge to pick your pooch. So what are the judges looking for?
What you're really doing when you're judging is you're comparing each dog to the standard. They're not really compared to each other. What you want is to pick the dog that is closest to the written standard for that breed.
Judging by our standards, this dog is worth watching.
Thank you. Go right around to the end of the line with him.
We liked it because of its name. After all, this is a news story. So why not focus on a schnauzer named 6 O'Clock News?
See them go around together once and stop right here.
You'll never guess what happened. This version of the 6 O'Clock News didn't win in the ratings. It won in the ring. But wait just one doggone minute. Do I smell a rat? Item 1, Dorothy Collier is the judge. Item 2, her husband is a judge. This is Chet Collier in another ring. Okay, so who's Chet Collier, you ask?
He's the senior vice president of Fox News.
Okay, did you know that the dog that you picked is called 6 O'Clock News?
No, really? Yes. That's funny. Is that right?
Yes, it's true. So, did the news guy pull any strings? You know,
No.
family that...
No. My wife's not the television person, so
Yeah.
it was